level that out. Okay, let's back out of that. Turn that off, and let's go around here and see what this looks like. This actually hasn't worked out too bad. There's some dimples around here, which I probably should deal with, and the front of this should be smoother, which kind of looks like it is. Okay, so dimples, we have one there. Landscaping, do a smooth. Not sure I wanted to do that, but oh no, that's messed things up again. Still. So again, this bit's alright. It's everything to that side of me needs fixed still. I'm still waiting for the rain to happen. Landscaping, slope. Okay, B for shape, emphasize. Emphasize, yes. I wonder if what I'm doing here is I'm placing the slope point, how do I, right around here. And I'm stretching it up to there, and it's not smoothing that bit out quite so nicely. I mean, I would say this is much better than it was, except for that bit there. So how's about one more try? So it's right around this point here. How's that look? That looks meh. I could put a building along the back here that would just level things out a little bit better. That's all good. I'm going to run over here. We're going to fill in the gaps with gravel. Landscaping, painting, gravel. So it's square. Different flavour of gravel. That's fine. It's like I got fresh gravel by the building and then a little bit older over here. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Oh, the other thing I did was I did chop down a couple of trees here and I put in a dirt path So we can now get from this field straight into the yard. Hope I left enough room for another silage bunker if I need one. But right about now, our yard is looking kind of okay, I think. When we buy the field that's behind those trees directly in front of us, I might cut a couple of those trees down closest to the bunkers and put a shed opposite those two. But for right now, I think that's all good. And it hasn't started raining and it's 12:30. Okay, what the heck's going on with the weather? Let me guess. It's supposed to start at 1, not 12. Well, that was a bit of a screw up on my part. Also, we need some seed. What tractors do we have available? I think this one. So while we're wasting time, we'll go grab the trailer. I don't know how much seed I'm going to end up needing, but I think 2 packs for now should be a good thing. Alrighty. So, quick drive to the store, I guess. Fermentation on the silage will not be ready until June 2, about lunchtime. So that's our next big income point, unless I spend May 3 and 4 maybe doing some silage contracts, if there are any. I think right now the farm is going well. Obviously we'll have a little bit of fertilization and weeding work in June. I'm not sure whether harvesting is July or August. Actually, a strong thought for me right now is when we sell the silage, possibly buy the grain mill so we can transport all of our grain out to the grain mill. I don't have to worry about storing it in the yard, at least not now, and that will increase the value of our crop. Thank you. Oh. The stream has cleared up, so it shouldn't be quite so patchy. There is the possibility that we will get slightly jerky graphics in some locations on the map because of the patch last week. I think all of the textures have now been finished loading. That's a bad field of weeds. 35. I wonder if we could get a job in that field. Okay, haven't looked here since last week. There's a couple of these up on sale. Potato harvester. A sugarcane harvester, which I don't need. A beet topper. 7710S. 170 horsepower. Is that what we're running at the moment? Standard wheels from Oda, GPS is Aria Pro, 7710S. No, we do not have a 7710S. What am I running then? 7S. No. My stuff. Yes. Medium tractors. 7720S. Really? There's more? 6700. 7710. 8S and 7720. Okay, well, yes. And there is a 7200 Pro if I care to buy one and find one. They're quite cheap. That one is okay. Well, that's a thing. I was actually going to buy some seed, so should we do that? Look at their seeds. Seed treating liquid. Sheep feed. Oh. 1270. 950. I think the 950 seeds are probably what we want. Yeah, 2 pallets, that's 2,000 litres. That should see us through the 2 fields that we still have to plant. Ooh. Not the button I want to press, okay. Could do with a pickup truck and a smaller pickup truck trailer. Or a big pickup truck that has enough room for 2 pallets of seed on it. Okay. That'll work. I think what we can do, we'll take this down to where the cedar is. Might fill it up. It's nearly 1 o'clock, so it's nearly time for the rain. And we'll race through that. I mean, at least the good news is it's the days are very, very long. So we don't have too many issues with working into the night. But we'll give it at about an hour for the weather to dry. Keep an eye on the temperatures as well, because obviously the warmer it is, the quicker the fields will dry out. Okay, this is my field to the left. That's the one we pulled the weeds up last week. I think there are a couple of patches of weeds in there, but for the most part we got them all, so not a big deal. Down to £28,900 in the bank. Well, I got 10 minutes to get the seed bags unloaded. And the reason I'm buying these types of bags is because from a realism standpoint, a person can pick up a pack of seeds and empty it into the seeder. The big bags and the like, not so much. Technically I should be on the other side, but I'm not, so both of those loaded in there. The lid's back on, and oops, we can turn off the ratchet straps, and I'll just run along the side of the field. We're not too heavy as tractors are concerned. Actually, this is almost the equivalent of an 8S. But still, we've got this exit here, which is kind of handy. Now. I think it might be an idea. That one. And reverse into the trailer. Yeah, that's a different grade of gravel. That doesn't matter. I could always patch it out with some dirt if I felt like it later. And here comes the rain. What I'm thinking is, oh, not you. Yes, you. It occurs to me that this shed here, I could drop this in there. It's a little bit bumpy here still. Because typically I only use this when we are shoveling silage in the bunkers. So that we get all of the silage into the bunker. And usually then it's behind a ton of tractors. Oh, it doesn't tell me how much silage there is. If I can look. That one there tells me I have 1.2 million litres. So actually this was a really poor yield of grass this year. But again, it was an early cut, so that we had enough time to put the maize in. So, you know, it's the thing. We have 6 litres of silage additive, 4,000 litres of lime, lots of liquid fertiliser. We do not have a lot of diesel. Yeah. Might need to buy some. Okay, what was the other thing I wanted to check on? So we don't have anything that needs a service. We do have that is not very valuable. And the AGCO 1500, that's a weight. Is that one of our trailers? not to worry. I don't usually look at that screen very often, so we lost £500,000 last month on land purchases, which is about, actually we lost 4,000 more than all of our land purchases. We did construction, so I'm going to call those justified expenses, not a big deal. Running costs, I've already got a lot of running costs this month, which means we've lost money in spite of, we've made 60 something, about 90,000, 85, 90,000 in contract income, which is just about working for us. Okay, let's plonk that back up there, and yeah, time to sit out the rain, I guess. And I need to move those pallet forks as well to where the Merlot is parked. I'm going off mic for a couple of minutes. I'll be back in a second. Should be the end of the storm. So the sun comes out as it's setting. The temperature is 8 degrees. Gonna suggest it's probably a plan to roll the corn we already have in. And worry about more planting tomorrow. It is what it is. But we will go through till 7 o'clock before we get out into the field. There we go. Exactly 7 o'clock. So we don't have the mud mod or the other thing, rain pane installed because there was a problem with them. Mrs. Osa will be taking the girls in about 15 minutes, so we might have little dude coming to check with us and find out, are we going to Bob Evans yet? We'll see how that works out later, I guess. For now, he's watching TV. So, until he gets bored, which is probably about 5 minutes after everyone's gone, we should be fine for at least a short while. Oh, come on, little tractor. So in some ways I'm thinking it would be nice if the Case IH 7200 Pro came up on store sales. That would be a fun sort of larger tractor. I'm kind of thinking that the Axion, we might, sometime over the next year or two, we might get rid of the Axion 800 and get a 900. And the reason for that is the 900 will complement our Zerion so that we're not limited to carting and seeding and planting with one tractor. And that's kind of the issue I have at the moment. It would also let us buy some heavier other equipment, maybe. We could get a second cart and have both big class tractors carting when we need to. Or a big grain cart to auger wagon to support our harvester when it's doing its thing. Still no easy way to support the forage harvester, of course. Still. No, other way. So I've been coming up with some thoughts on the model railway experience, and one of the problems you always have with if you're using what they call set track, which is pieces of track which are straight or pre-curved, and you buy different radii of curved track to make concentric loops. They're fairly easy to lay because, as I said, they're pre-formed, so all you have to do is place the track down and it's there. I'm using a finer scale track which is only available in flexible form. So you buy